Haumidakyapi. This is Dave Archambault from Sangrak Sioux Tribe. I just want to give you a quick update of the things that are transpiring and have transpired over the past few days since the last time I talked to you. I had a meeting with the Corps of Engineers this past Monday, yesterday, when we talked about the Nationwide Permit 12. We learned of Nationwide Permit 12 being open for reissuance and open for comments. So we asked for the Corps of Engineers. The Corps of Engineers notified tribes across this nation in July. We expressed our concerns to all the tribes as well as to the Corps, and we asked them to have a consultation with us on Nationwide Permit 12. We feel that this is one of the reasons why we're in the situation we are with Dakota Access Pipeline is Nationwide Permit 12 is flawed. And one of the reasons is that Nationwide Permit 12 is used to transport utility lines, telephone or water lines for minimal impact to the environment. And when they use it for crude oil, there's a potential for a major impact to the environment. So we feel that they shouldn't use Nationwide Permit 12 for these infrastructure projects to cross waterways. The other part of it is there's a general condition in Nationwide Permit 12 to identify impacts on treaty rights, treaty lands, hunting, fishing, and usually the applicant determines whether that's going to have an impact. So that's the company, and we want to have more say in that. Also, General Rule 20, is it going to have an impact on sacred places? Again, it's the applicant who determines that. So we are asking in this process that we have say. So it was a good meeting, a productive meeting to visit with the Army Corps and let them know what was happening. Also, I had a meeting with the governor of North Dakota last night with several of our councilmen. Some of the issues that we talked about was opening Highway 1806, removing that blockade. So we want to work with them to try and get the core samples for where the bridge was damaged with the fire to ensure that the concrete was not compromised. In order to do that, they have to contract a engineering company outside to drill some core samples out of the area. And so they were feeling comfortable on coming down and doing that, and then there was this car that ran into the blockade a couple of days ago, so that kind of scared them off. So they're asking us to assist to ensure that they're safe. So we said we'll commit to that. We can even ask if there's a way that we can ask the Bureau of Indian Affairs to come and assist, just to make sure that nothing gets out of hand. Also, when we visited with the Corps of Engineers, we asked if there's a way we can assure that there's safety with people at the camp. Yet, we don't understand that people are going to stay. So how do we make sure that they're safe? And if they're open to allowing the BIA to go through and just check on people, and that's what happened when the storm hit. Our Bureau of Indian Affairs was down at the camp because we heard reports of hypothermia cases, outbreaks. So BIA came. The other thing, we're still doing what we can to prevent this pipeline from happening. It's in our interest, and by no means am I negotiating with anyone. I never negotiate with anyone. I don't have a house in Florida. I don't have a house in Bismarck. I never accepted anything from the company. When I talk to the company, it's about safety for people, to make sure that no harm comes, and if there's a way to convince them and help them understand why we're standing up for this, I need to do that. Same thing with the governor. When I talk to him, I have to help them understand what the issues are that we face. The last thing is, there was a concern about the donations that are coming in, and I want to explain that, when there was a storm, there were packages that were getting backlogged in Bismarck, and so there was 2 semi-loads that had to come down and drop. So when they came, this was in a matter of 2 days, they had 80,000 packages, and they told us this was coming, so we opened up our Rock Industries facility for that. By no means did we try, and I had nothing to do with this. We just were trying to help facilitate, trying to help distribute these packages to the rightful owners. But there was 2 semi-loads that came at once, so we had just try to sort through, and majority of them, about 80% of the packages were for LRI, 10-15% were for Sacred Stone, and the rest were for Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. We're not hoarding them. We just try to separate them out and try to get them to whoever needs them. So for whatever it's worth, if you have concerns, you have questions, and if there's statements that are put out there, I'm always open. You can always come talk to me, and I'll let you know what the facts are, what the truth is. We're not hoarding anything. The one reason why I had asked people to leave in such an urgent manner was because we were in the middle of a storm. Now, if we weren't in the storm and if the weather was nice and the ruling came, we probably would have did it right and did been really thankful for everyone that came. The other question is the tribe. How much money has the tribe been given, and what are we doing with it? We just had our tribal council meeting, and our donations go into one account, and we have the individual come in and give a report on how much have we received and where are we spending them at. So that's a monthly thing that happens, and we're transparent about it. We received about $6 million in different vehicles, donation vehicles to the tribe, and we always maintain that we'd spend these funds for legal and to accommodate the camp, as well as public awareness, public relations was the other one. So we do have line items, and we are spending them. We only spent about $600,000. We still have the remaining funds that we're saving for the legal battles that are yet to come, as well as any other costs that the tribal council deems necessary for these funds to help with this cause, with this fight. So it's open and it's transparent. We have monthly meetings. We have the records. We have documentations. We're not trying to hide anything. The tribal council is not taking any money from it. We never took any money from the beginning. We never solicited money. We just want to help, and that's all we've been doing, is trying to help and fight for our water, fight for our people, fight for our lands, fight for our heritage. So that's what this is about, and it's about nothing else. We don't make this about money. Everybody else can. We don't make this about donations. Everybody else can. Our purpose and our intent has always been to protect our future generations and to make sure they have clean drinking water, and we're going to continue to do that. So I just wanted to reach out and let you know those are the most recent updates. Real simple, real basic. Trying to do the best we can, and we'll continue to do that regardless of what people say. How we document it.
I just want to say real quick here. There were. Just thank you so much for joining us today, and then also I want to just have you you guys are very transparent. The tribe's transparent, and if people would like to see anything, how would they be able to do that? Or could you provide that?
You could come to the tribal office and ask for Doug Krogos, and Doug Krogos will show you what resources came in and where we spent them. We don't have anything to hide, and so I would encourage you to ask that of anybody who's receiving donations, not just the tribe. We're responsible for people supporting a cause, and so you need to be transparent in what you do with the resources. So we believe in that, and we're going to continue to do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.